We're talking about something from back in 1996. Think about like the safest feeling you had as a kid watching TV.
Okay.
The bright colors, the catchy music, the
Mhm.
hero on TV. He was telling you to always train and eat your vitamins and say your prayers. We freaking trusted this dude.
Yeah.
Millions of us trusted this dude.
Why wouldn't you?
He even gave us our own nickname.
I trusted you, Jared from Subway.
Jared from Subway.
No, this isn't
It's
it?
not him.
Oh, okay.
It's not him. He was a cornerstone of 90s pop culture, but on a super hot July night in 1996, that trust was freaking destroyed.
This is scary.
While fans cheered in the arena, a man was hiding in a dark motorhome out back, sweating, terrified, and about to pull the trigger on a betrayal so deep, it literally made this 11-year-old cry and grown men riot. Tonight, we uncover the paranoid, shadowy execution of the most devastating backstab in television history on Retro Rewind.
Retro rewind, don't press stop. Pop culture's hitting the top. The 90s live again in time on Cartridge and question.
You've actually been on national TV. You were on Food Network, one of America's top 10 cooks.
Man.
So you've actually been in a chaotic kitchen where the stress level is through the roof in front of an audience.
So it is a whole other beast. Like you're in a normal kitchen, you're getting slammed, there's tickets everywhere. It's its own beast right there. But then you add the fact that like Bobby Flay is like standing right next to you or watching you. Like I can't imagine or tell you like how I felt when I was sitting here like chopping stuff and Bobby Flay walks up and asks me what I'm doing. And I'm just trying not to lose a finger.
Yeah, dude. And so let's take that anxiety,
Okay.
strip away all the safety nets because, I mean, you guys were recording. It wasn't live.
Sure.
And we're going to go live on pay-per-view in front of a sold-out stadium with millions of people watching at home.
Okay.
Let's go on a little trip back to 96 because the Attitude Era had not came yet. It wasn't here.
Okay.
Which means it wasn't born. If it hadn't came yet, it's not born.
Fuck. Okay.
I don't even.
Yeah. Go on. I kind of wanted to run with that, but I'm gonna be honest. I just gotta.
Yeah, you should have.
Just kind of left that
called
alone.
me out.
Yeah.
The Monday Night Wars were just around the corner, though, and two massive, dangerous dudes, Hall and Nash,
Oh God.
have invaded the company.
Yeah.
They're wrecking everybody, and they've promised a third man for weeks. It's finally showtime.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, people had speculation or there's rumor of who they think it's going to be, but what are we looking for here?
I mean, if you think about it, this was before the internet, right? We didn't have spoilers in our pocket.
Sure, we're going
We
to
didn't have the internet. We were blind.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why this era was also so awesome because we didn't know what they were doing, and we're going to find out they didn't either.
Sure.
And so if we thought it was anything, we figured it was going to be somebody from the company that Hall and Nash came from, right?
Sure.
We figured that was the third man. They had another person from that company that was going to show up and surprise everybody. So if we pull back just a little bit and we go back to that hot, sticky,
summer, like what are you saying?
I don't know, man, because it's a parking lot that I was trying to say.
Okay.
I got hot and sticky, and then my mind went everywhere else. And
it's weird to me that you like stumbled on cum, and then you get back to hot and sticky, and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
I don't know.
I don't.
I'll be back in 10 minutes. I got to go home.
Oh God.
So if we pull out, if you will.
Go on.
God dang it, dude. I just can't get past them.
Him?
Them? It?
Okay.
What the heck is
hell
happening
is going on
tonight?
right now?
What in the world?
What percent are these things, by the way?
This would be a perfect time for you to hit the Charles button. I'll tell you that. Okay, listen here. This is a serious story.
Yeah.
Why are you messing up this serious story with your dumb sex talk? Freaking jerk. Okay. let's pull back from the arena for just a second and why do you keep looking over there? I look over there every time you do because I think somebody's coming to murder us. What's going on over there?
I was looking at the camera.
No. Oh, you're looking at that?
I'm looking at the camera.
I thought you were looking at the stairs.
No, I'm like, what the fuck is he
Oh,
doing?
my gosh. I see what you're doing. Okay, I'm going to stop looking over there. This is going off the wheels
This is
real
so
fast.
fucking bad. This is so fucking
What
bad.
the
What are
heck?
we doing here?
We're pulling back
Pulling out.
from the arena,
Okay.
and we're going to go to that hot, sticky parking lot.
Is it not full of cum?
It's not.
It's not.
And
We
there's a single,
established.
listen, there's a single motorhome sitting in the back in the
Okay.
dark.
Yeah. What are they
Inside that motorhome,
Yeah.
pacing back and forth is the biggest star in the history of the business.
doing? Jared from Subway.
He just flew in on a private jet, and he's freaking terrified because he's about to murder the legacy that he's built for the last 10 years. And he's second guessing the entire thing.
Okay.
Back inside the arena, though,
Okay.
the executive producer is also sweating bullets. He's so paranoid that his megastar is going to use his creative power to back out.
Mm-hmm.
That he back out and use the creative power. So if you remember back then, if you know what we're talking about, you know what I'm talking about. He had creative power. He could do whatever he wanted, and everybody was scared of that. But he was
Okay.
the biggest star. He made the most money, so he got to do that, right?
Yeah,
And
do whatever the fuck you want.
So he could ruin the whole thing. So, the executive producer pulls aside one of the other biggest stars in the company. His
Okay.
name's Steve.
Okay.
And he's like, listen, if this thing breaks bad, if he either doesn't come out at all or he comes out there and doesn't do what he's supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
it's on you, dude. You have to be the third man. Like, we don't know if he's going to do it or not. And if he doesn't, it's you.
So that was just like a backup.
It's a
plan
backup
then.
plan.
Okay. So I mean, this doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why wouldn't he do what he's supposed to do? I mean, like, what are we looking at here? I don't understand.
Well, because he doesn't want to ruin his legacy, right?
Okay.
He's what's going to happen is going to make him from the ultimate good guy to the ultimate bad guy, and he doesn't know
Okay.
if he can handle that. But I think one of the crazy parts of this is they've led up to this thing
Mm-hmm.
for weeks, right? I mean, a couple weeks ago we talked about Hall and Nash, and we talked about those guys coming out and ruining things and terrifying people and just stopping down shows and
So
all of
this
that.
mystery man could have just drove the damn RV off and just not dealt with it then.
He could have. And so the question there is, like, how do they promote this thing for weeks and weeks and weeks without knowing who that is? Like, how do you hype it up? How do you do that? And so I wanted to show everybody
Okay.
how they did that.
The invasion comes to a head.
This is where the big boys play, huh?
Battle lines have been drawn for the war that will be heard around
Doesn't that bring
the
it back
world.
to, like,
So why don't we just do
this brings me
this
back to
right
watching
here,
these
right
on
now?
TV.
You
Like,
want a war? You got me.
if you didn't know, now you know what we're talking about. Bash at the Beach,
To settle the score with
1996.
the 4 horsemen. It's WCW's Bash
Yes,
at
that
the
was Chris
Beach.
Benoit.
DirecTV subscribers call to order now at
R.I.P. Benoit.
1-800-347-3288.
So that's how you do it. You just don't mention it, and everybody knows, right?
I guess, yeah.
So let's move back to the ring. The main event started. Hall and Nash come out, but there's no third man. We
Okay.
thought for sure that they were going to come out and they were going to announce that guy
Mm-hmm.
and that he was going to be there at the beginning of the match. So it's those two against three good guys. The crowd's crazy because it's just anticipation. We know something's happening. We know
Sure.
something's going to happen, but we don't know what, right? Not announcing that third man before and then him not coming out to start the match. Genius booking.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
it's just
Everybody
awesome.
has to. They're just hanging on that moment.
Yeah, you're not going to turn off this thing until you find out who it is. So Hall and Nash are holding their own, but they keep glancing at the ramp, just like you keep glancing at the stairs.
Somebody's gonna come out.
And somebody's
There's gonna be a third
there's
man.
going to be a third man. So they actually found out 2 hours before. That was it. The biggest freaking buildup in the company, in the history of this company. And the two guys that are also involved found out 2
They
hours.
literally didn't even know that. That's wild. Like,
Yeah, that's why I say
imagine.
they didn't even really know what they were doing. And so they didn't know if it was going to happen either. And so one of the good guys gets hurt and he has to be carried to the back. So now it's even. It's 2-2. Good guys, bad guys.
Okay.
Look, I'm going to ask you a question. Put
Okay.
yourself in the shoes of like these two guys.
Yep.
And then also as an 11-year-old fan watching.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, obviously we had no idea what was going on.
No,
and then
they
for
didn't.
these guys to find out 2 hours prior to, like, that's just ridiculous. But I didn't know what to say. Like,
just
the fact
think
that
about like how the anxiety, like how do you even focus on what you're actually trying to do?
Sure.
How do you even focus on the match at hand?
Sure. It's like trying to have a team and not knowing,
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
It's crazy. And so suddenly the crowd erupts, right? They go crazy. And here comes the ultimate red and yellow hero, the man that's told us to train, say our prayers, and eat our vitamins,
Mm-hmm.
the freaking Hulkster. 11-year-old kids in the front row are just pumped.
Yep.
Everybody's cheering. Our hero is here to save the day. He was for sure here to help Macho Man, right? Because that's his friend in the ring and in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Hogan slides into the ring. He stares down the bad guys. He looks at his friend who's beaten and battered, laying on the mat. And then Hogan runs off the rope and he drops that signature massive leg drop right on his best friend's throat. The arena goes dead silent. You can literally see kids in the front row starting to cry. This 11-year-old and sitting in a buddy's living room started to cry.
It's yeah. And I remember
our hero just died right in front of us.
I remember when that happened. It's so wild just thinking about, like, it's like you had this whole legacy built up, right? And then like just like that, it's gone. And I feel like the next day, you know what I mean, going to school the next day and just talking to everybody about just how insane that moment was. And because even when you're a kid, like even now, you know what I mean, you're trying to predict what's going to happen and who's going to fill this role, whatever. But I feel like in that moment with like Macho Man, and it's not something that you really saw coming.
Yeah, I mean, and it was Lex Luger, Macho Man, and Sting that were the good guys, right? And Steve, that's Steve Borland.
Okay.
And he was the backup plan, right? Because he was the next biggest guy. And you asked the question, why would he not do it? Why would he not go out there? Well, that's why, because he's ruining that legacy. Like he's always been everybody's favorite. He's always been the fan favorite. He doesn't know if he can be a bad guy. So the silence lasts for what seemed like 5 minutes, but really it was just a few seconds. And then the absolute rage takes over. It stops being a TV show and fans start to riot. They start throwing sodas and beers and batteries and whatever they could find into the ring while these three are standing there celebrating what they just created.
Mm-hmm.
A fan even jumps the barricade and is legit beat down by Hall and Nash because they didn't know if he had a knife or what he was trying to do. It was raw and it was heartbreaking and it changed the 90s, at least the 90s wrestling forever.
It's crazy to think that somebody actually thought it was a fucking good idea. Like Kevin Nash is a big ass dude. You mean Hulk Hogan, obviously, massive dude.
6'7".
Razor Ramon, big guy. You know,
6'5".
And you like, I'm so fucking moved by what's going on. I'm gonna hop the barricade in my little jean shorts, and I'm gonna get my ass beat by these dudes.
It's like, but that's how real it was. Like we were just like, what are they doing? This can't happen.
That's
and
crazy.
So your just instinct takes over, and it's like, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna break down as a kid, as a dude in his jorts. I'm gonna jump the barricade and freaking try to take him out, even though I know I can't.
Man.
Which I bet that dude still tells that story, and he's like, dude, I got beat up by the Outsiders on the day that they became the NWO.
Said my ribs were fucked.
So you talked about the next day and talking about this at school. I'm gonna be honest. I do not remember the next day. I was so devastated.
Yeah, just fucking depressed.
That I do not. This was my hero.
I'm saying you were a Hulkster, like through and through.
I mean, this is the lunchbox that I took to school in elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the one. It's
what's funny. If that was me, I would have like started sharpieing his ass. You know, like
yeah. It's like no, I was devastated, dude, and I don't remember the next day. Like I don't remember talking to people about this. I don't remember, just the uproar when we went to school because I just don't. Like it was traumatizing to me because my hero was dead and he was a bad guy and he just turned on everybody.
I fucking loved it.
I bet. Yeah. I mean, and I ended up loving it. Yeah. Like I ended up thinking NWO was awesome and
took
great.
You a minute, but
it did take me a little bit of time, but I definitely remember thinking this is awesome. Like these guys are great. And Hulkster being a bad guy, he did it just as well as he did, maybe better than he did being a good guy.
Honestly, I think he needed it. For the longest time, God, they just ran the shit out of him as the good guy and just kept throwing
100%. It wouldn't
bad
have
guy
lasted
after
forever.
bad guy after bad guy. And I feel like it was taking a dive for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He needed to reinvent himself and do
100%.
something a little more fun.
Yeah, no, I think it was definitely a good thing for him. I mean, he definitely, it made his career last longer, and it definitely changed the perspective that people had on who he could be and what he could be as a character.
Sure.
Because he could be both of those things, which is crazy because being both of those things, it's not easy to do, and not very many people can switch sides and still be the best at it, and he was.
Yeah.
So RIP Hulkster.
Pour one out.
Best freaking time in TV history, just best time in wrestling history. Like from now, like a couple weeks ago, Stone Cold said, Austin 316 just whipped your ass.
Yeah.
The Outsiders came, and then NWO started, and then it was just that
The whole Attitude
span,
Era.
dude.
Yeah. I feel like we have absolutely had the best
Insane.
era in wrestling for sure.
Insane how awesome it was. So
can you imagine being like some of the older fuckers who used to watch wrestling, like when it was like started being on TV, just a bunch of big ass fat dudes like wrestling in tights and shit.
Yeah,
like
this is not what we signed up for.
Yeah. God damn.
Which that's kind of how I feel now. Like I don't really care about wrestling.
I don't know that, but at least there's like the gimmick and the story and all that.
It's just everybody has their own name, and everybody has like it feels like it's more ingrained into normal society.
But here's the thing though, like they actually have like flashy gimmicks and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of distracting.
Yeah.
Whereas before it's like, this is fucking Pat Riley. He's a fucking plumber on the weekend or the weekdays.
Pat
and
Riley, the coach from the Miami Heat.
I'm just saying. Just some fucking white ass name, you know. This is John Smith coming to you from fucking plumbing school. He's an instructor.
Ugh, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, Big John Stud. Like, yeah, it was lame, but it was at least like, I don't know. But yeah, like I did see a funny TikTok. Danhausen. Have you seen Danhausen?
Yeah,
He's the
fucking wild.
cursed guy.
Yeah.
He's pretty funny. His gimmick is really pretty hilarious because I saw where a guy was getting ready to attack him, and he gets up off the ring and he just says, "You are cursed," and these fireworks go off in the ring and into the guy's face, and he falls and he beats him because he cursed him. Pretty funny.
Wild. That's wild. I feel like he did that to one of the NBA teams or something. I think
the Knicks. He was with the Knicks in the finals, and he did.
It worked out with
You are cursed thing. Yeah. Or maybe he cursed the Spurs. I don't remember. I don't pay too much attention.
Okay.
All right. Well, story time's over.